Chris, you have a story about the PPE, the ongoing issue of what the hell the government was doing with our money during COVID. And this is how much is it that they spent on this?
I mean, this is dumped in the New Forest.
So this is a particular company that sold PPE for 1.4 billion?
Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. And this is a story which, again, dumped in the New Forest. Why? Ecologically, you dump it there, one of the most beautiful. But, I mean, this is a story I think is going to keep coming back to haunt us, in part because, of course, a Tory peer, Michelle Mone, made a lot of money selling Duff PPI equipment. And that's
may not have been Duff from her perspective. I think it was maybe not. They say they fulfilled the criteria, but the criteria turned out to be wrong. But whatever. This is a different thing. But this is a company that supplied what was ordered.
Yeah.
And now, by the way, the owners of the company seem to have bought some amazing luxury villa and everything else. I mean, so no suggestion of any wrongdoing. But
no, but I mean, the whole thing. I mean, looking back at it, it was a pig's ear. And I think it is going to come back to haunt us.
The government says a couple of things. They say they haven't, it's like League of Gentlemen, we haven't burnt that much of it.
Yeah.
And then the second thing they said is that there was a massive inflation in PPE. So that you had to pay a lot for. It's like Carla's hotel rooms.
We bought stuff. I remember we bought stuff. I think from Turkey, which wasn't fit for use.
Well,
I mean,
was any of it fit for use?
In people's defence, we really didn't know what was going to happen. We had so much information. Oh yes, this mask is good enough. No, this isn't. Masks don't even work. So in that defence, I really don't think that even the science was proved to be, wrong in some aspects. But what I can agree with, that it was a huge money-making profiteering scheme after a while when people realised we can really cash in on this, and that was wrong.
But also, I think
what do you think,
it's an issue in the election because people remember Partygate, Boris Johnson in Downing Street. When we were under lockdown, one law for them, one law for us.
Yeah. Carla, the disposal of it is big, and the idea even any of it's been burnt is terrible.
Yeah, I think actually when I saw this and I saw how it was a nib in the paper, I thought we've moved on so far from actually following up what's happened to a lot of these things. And, you mentioned Michelle Mone, and she really has argued she's become a scapegoat. She's the face of this is everything that went wrong with the pandemic. People made money, people acted incorrectly. She's admitted lying publicly about that. But we failed to look actually about all the other people who have made money, who've acted completely irresponsibly. I mean, the environmental damage that would have occurred, not only with the manufacturing, but as you say, with the kind of the end product of this is so baffling and so worrying as well. I fail to see how these people are being held to account. I really, really do.
I agree.
The BBC says that, this just is beyond anything. They've spent the government spent 100 million building an incinerator to burn the PPE.
Oh my God.
They paid 1.5 billion for.
There was also
go on. Yeah.
I saw 100 million. There was 100 million additional spent just on storing it.
Yeah.
The money that's gone into
meanwhile,
this.
there's no money for the NHS.
37,000
they were under pressure to get PPE, and they did it in probably a way that turns out not to have been good.